Morning. Here we are outside 77D Eastern Parkway, Chabad World Headquarters of America, where a lot of people are gathered inside and outside to get ready for the following Sabbath, which discusses the story of the flood of Noah, where the whole world was filled with Hamas, with robbery and immorality. And because of that, then the Creator wanted to reset it. But the Creator really could have destroyed the world in 1 second just by thinking it. So what's the big deal of making a big flood with like water and stuff like that, and taking so much time? So really, the flood was not really just about destruction. The main point of the flood was about purification and transformation of the world, because the water represents purity. Like it says in the Jewish law, if someone has a spiritual impure status, they can dip into a ritual bath that has 40 measurements, 40 measurements in the Torah called a saw. Little, not sure how many gallons it is, but it's a volumetric measurement called a saw in the Torah, and there's 40 measurements of it for a ritual bath. And to parallel that, there was 40 days and 40 nights of the flood to allude to the purity, because the flood was similar to like a giant purity bath for the world. To reset it, kind of like the cosmic reset. I mean, the world was already created 1565 years, I think, maybe 1600. I think 1656 years before the flood. I think, pretty sure. But it was like a whole new world after the flood. After the flood, then the Torah had the possibility of being given. So it was like a totally new paradigm that allowed for the Torah and allowed for the Creator to merge with the world. And to do that, He purified it. And also regarding the flood, it says in the book of the Song of Songs, it says, great waters cannot extinguish love, and rivers cannot drown it. Basically, it's talking about like love in general, but it's saying even if there was like great waters, so to speak, that were like covering over the love, it can't even extinguish it, because it says later love is like a burning fire, etc. So when it says the great waters in the commentaries, that refers to the waters of Noah. That also alludes to the waters of the flood in a certain way, in a certain sense. I mean, okay, let's just start over. It says there's a certain love you have for the Creator, and the love of the Creator is like burning coals that can never be extinguished. Not even great waters that are poured on them could ever extinguish them. They're just eternally burning for the Creator. And even if all the water, even if great waters was poured on it, it would still be burning desire for the Creator. But then it says in one of the commentaries that the great waters, what is a great? I mean, that's the metaphor, but what is the actual thing talking about? So one of the things it's talking about when it says the great waters cannot extinguish the love is that it's referring to all the waters is a metaphor for all of the distractions when it comes to making a living or in worldly matters in the world. All the foreign thoughts that could bother someone when they're struggling in business or in other ways of making money, etc., or in the world. So those are like even really great waters, meaning even a lot of distractions of worldly matters can never extinguish the love that we have for the Creator. And because it says really, before the soul came down to this world, the soul was like united with the Creator, and it was just hanging out. It says it was like delighting in this infinite rays of light of the Creator in the spiritual world before it came to this universe. And then when it came to this universe, even after the soul came into this universe, because it's really united with the Creator in the first place, then it's still like a burning coal, like it says in the other part of the verse, that the love of the Creator is like a burning coal. So the soul that comes into this world is also like a burning coal, even after it comes into the physical world, because beforehand it was united with the Creator, and after it comes into the world and is like engulfed in the waters of the materialisticalism, it still is not extinguished, basically. But then it says in this discourse from the Torah Or, from the Shneur Zalman of Liadi, the founder of the Chabad movement, that not only do the waters not extinguish the love, but through the waters, through distractions that someone is in, through the worldly matters that one is involved in, if they are able to overcome it right by realizing that they can't extinguish the love, then the waters can actually help someone be closer to the Creator. Like it says, the ark, not only, on the one hand, the waters were like covering the world, but the ark, which is like the soul, was lifted up by the waters. Waters are like the waters of Noach. It says, it doesn't say that in a different verse talks about the flood. It refers to the flood as the water of Noah. But why is it the water of Noah? It's not the water of Noah. It's the water of flood. Because really, it's like the idea of the water is similar idea to Noah. Noah in Hebrew means rest. Noach is nach, means to relax, chillax. Like on Shabbat, it says when Hashem was creating the world, He was creating it for 6 days, and on the seventh day He rested, which says nach in the translation, that He rested using the same word, Noach. So Noach means to rest, and then it talks about different levels of rest. Like the Sabbath day is like when someone rests means like they're doing work, and then they're stop when they stop doing the work. That's like a relaxation of being at peace of mind. So that's what the distractions of the world. Not only if someone like uses them. Other commentaries it says like in the commentary by the Lubavitch Rebbe about this discourse, it says that when someone is involved in the worldly matters, but only in an external way, they realize that really their inner faculties, like the love and intellect they have, that should be reserved for studying Torah and serving the Creator. But when it comes to external faculties, like it says in another verse, you should live by the work of your hands. So like the work of your hands should be what's causing the business. Meaning like when someone's making a business, they should not be totally invested in it with their mind and heart. It should just be like the work of their hands, like an external level of themselves. And when that happens, then they're able to like use the waters of the world to no, actually, I think I'm misquoting. That's how it ideally should be. The ideal state should be someone is just using their hand and not being overly invested in what they're doing. But it says in the discourse that even if they don't, then it's like they feel like they're engulfed by the many waters. But even then, the many waters could still not extinguish the love, and the many waters could even lift up a person to a higher level than they were before, because it says that the waters are actually sourced in a higher place than the soul, as it talks about at length. But essentially, the main lesson is just that if someone is feels like they're too involved in the materialistic world, all they need to do is just enter themselves into the ark. The ark in Hebrew means teva, which is box, but it also means words. It refers to the words of prayer. When someone is praying to the Creator, then it's like they're in an ark. They're safe from the waters. Not only do the waters not extinguish the person, but through the waters, they're actually elevated up. That's like the idea of having peace of mind, even within the materialistic world. And then it says really another commentary that says it's the waters of Noah, so all the things are like the waters of rest, because Noah means rest. But it says there's two different levels of rest, because there's two different levels of Shabbat, basically, that it talks about. There's the Shabbos that we have in this world, and then the future time when the Messiah comes is the time that's entirely Shabbos. So that's going to be like a time of even greater rest. We're still going to actually do stuff, but it's like it's a future time with even greater rest, basically. But it says basically it's a big, pretty intense discourse in the Torah. So let's take a look inside. Hopefully the connection will stay, because we're gonna just see what people are doing. There's a lot of people, so maybe we should just walk around. Hopefully they won't bother us, because I have my spy gear ready. So yeah, a lot of people are gathered here to get ready for the Shabbos. So let's just take a look inside.
in to open up the zip.
This is people gathering for the Sabbath day. They're doing a celebration for the new month and for the Sabbath, basically.
באמת אני מרגיש את החלק מהחיים.
היו הכי בניקון ואחריו בזה. מצד שני הרבים לא עליו בסקאפ.
Volume? What's the volume? I want to read it later. Not Miss Clark on Facebook? Volume 1. Later.
Sigue Luis,